G'day guys, welcome back to the Aussie Gooner channel. It's a pre-record, it's a little bit of this and that, and it is Gooner Talks Transfer Time. And who am I talking about? I'm not talking about Declan Rice. You guys saw the thumbnail. It is Jurrien Timber, the Ajax defender, 22 years old. We've been chasing him. We've been knocking on the door. We came in and tried to lowball. That's right. We came in and tried to lowball Ajax for £30 million. Early days. But you know what? Fabrizio Romano is reporting that within the upcoming days, Arsenal will be trying to meet Ajax's valuation of the defender. Ajax, of course, came back and told Arsenal that their valuation for the defender was €60 million, which is around about £50 million. Now, Arsenal are reported to be going back in to Ajax to try to hopefully get Jurrien Timber over to Arsenal for a reported fee of about £45 million. What do you guys think? I mean, Jurrien Timber right now is a kind of player that you think to yourself, you know what? This is the kind of player we could have used last season. Rob Holding from Saliba to Rob Holding is a dangerous move. Now that we have Champions League football, a player of his caliber is much needed. We all know what Saliba brings to the Arsenal defense, and Jurrien Timber brings very much of the same attribute. Now, at 22 years old, Jurrien Timber has done this and that and all of the above with Ajax. He's won a few trophies over there, you know what I mean? He's been doing well for Ajax. If you check him out, I've seen a little bit here and there of Ajax's games, but I'll be honest with you, I have checked out his highlights. And when you look at his control on the ball, the way to pick a pass, the way to beat a defender, control the ball and beat a defender, reminds me a little bit of Saliba. Now, don't get me wrong, to compare the two, it's a bit how you're going. But if we look at Jurrien Timber's attributes right now, we know he's a ball-playing defender. He plays right centre-back. He's done a great job at Ajax, 22 years old, sits at about 1.8 metres high, so he's not too tall, not too short. Now, don't get me wrong, when it comes to height and defenders, I was one of those guys saying I'd like a defender to be high, and look, Martinez went in at Man United, and you know what? He proved a few people wrong, saying that, you know what, I might be short, but I know what I'm doing, and I can handle everyone, you know what I mean? So he's done pretty well over there, and I think Jurrien Timber can come over to Arsenal right now and do bits for us. Because right now at Arsenal, we look at our defensive line. We look at our defensive line and we know we've got Ben White, we've got Saliba, when he's fit that is, Gabriel Magalhaes, and, of course, Alexander Zinchenko. Pretty good defensive line. Not too bad. Issue is, when it comes to game in, game out, when we're talking Champions League, we're talking Cup games, there needs to be some kind of rotation. We dropped William Saliba to injury. We lost him to injury last season and we fell apart. Now, don't get me wrong. The drop-off of quality in Thomas Partey's football didn't help us at all. Playing through our midfield, but Saliba is a kind of defender, ball-playing defender, that is key to Arsenal's overall formation in the back line. He's the kind of guy that you can pass the ball to and he's comfortable on it. He's a lot better than Gabriel when it comes to one-on-one. He's the kind of player that's smooth, silk when he moves around, you know what I mean? He can pick a pass. And of course, Gabriel does cover him defensively. And of course, him and Ben White have built up a decent partnership on that right-hand side. Jurrien Timber, much like Saliba, is a kind of player who doesn't mind getting put under pressure from defenders when he's holding up the ball. Matter of fact, he's got some techers. If you check out some of the stuff I've seen online, you'd be surprised at what this guy is capable of. Now, I understand the Premier League is one thing, the Dutch League is another. Completely understand. But at 22 years old, a centre-back, a young centre-back who's good on the ball, who can play out from the back, it's not a bad deal. And I do believe that he's going to be key to Arsenal progressing next season, whether it be in the Premier League and or Champions League. We need depth. We need names when it comes to defense. We need players in. The problem we have at Arsenal at the moment is that we seem to be only able to take care of one player at a time, one deal at a time. Declan Rice, Kai Havertz. Declan Rice, that deal is unfortunately looking like it could fall. It could end up in the mud. Manchester City have come in and said, you know what, we'll have this guy. We'll meet your valuation. And hopefully Dex will go over there. That's what they're thinking. And right now, we've got Jurrien Timber out of Ajax. We tried to lowball. And don't get me wrong, I understand it's a dollars and cents game. But at the end of the day, we need to put in a bid that Ajax will take seriously. And apparently, from what Fabrizio Romano was saying, that in the next few days, Arsenal are sort of thinking that they should have it over and done. And an improved offer for the defender should be coming in within the next 2 days. And I'm thinking the improved offer, from what I'm hearing here and there, will be close to Ajax's valuation. I don't think we're going to meet it. I think we're going to be very close. I think at £45 million, it will be a decent signing for Arsenal. And this is a kind of player that, hey, look, I know it's hard to get excited when it comes to a defender, but it does give us a few more options when it comes to our defensive line. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not certain if we're going to continue to play the same formation that we played last season. With the addition of Kai Havertz now, him slotting into the number 8, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if he's going to be the man to play number 8. I don't know. What is his role going to be at Arsenal? At the same time, if Jurrien Timber signs, what will his role be? You know, if I'm Ben White right now, I'm thinking I've got someone who can come in and take my position, possibly, or he's going to be hungry for it. And Saliba, same thing. Rotation is key, and hopefully Mikel Arteta has worked out how to rotate the squad. It's all good to sign players, but if you're not going to use them, i.e. Jorginho, who we could have used last season, then it's pointless. There's no point having the squad if you're not going to use the complete squad. So the way I see it at the moment, I look at this particular signing that seems to be, you know, moving along well. And if I'm going to rate this signing, and I want you guys to please do the same, rate the signing. Let me know what you think. And if you could, like, share, and subscribe. It'd really help me out. Just over 400 subs. Hopefully we can get to 500 before the season kicks off. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking, this signing, Ajax defender, 22 years old. You know, he's got himself a couple of trophies here and there. You know, a bit of a winner. I'm thinking, out of 10, I'd probably give it about a 6 or a 6.5. I wouldn't go above that. It would be a good move for Arsenal, and I think it would be a good move for the player. I believe that he will be able to continue the fine form that he's found at Ajax over at Arsenal, because the kind of football we play will cater to his style. Now, at the end of the day, right now, we need to get this deal over the line. £45 million, I think, is what's going to be going in next for Ajax, and I hope Ajax will accept that. We can do the medical and get him over, because we need to start making moves on some of the more important positions that Arsenal are unfortunately looking a bit bearing. At the moment, Thomas Partey is looking like he might be out the door. And at the same time, Granit Xhaka is also looking like he's going to be going to Germany. Now, if Kai Havertz is coming in at the number 8, we definitely need a number 6. Our depth when it comes to our midfield at the moment is not looking great. Our depth when it comes to our backline is not looking great. Tomiyasu, another player that has unfortunately gone missing because of injury. A right back or a right centre back, unfortunately, injury prone. Is this a player we say goodbye to or hold on to? Jurrien Timber coming in, playing similar position, if not the same position as Tomiyasu. Hopefully, a fresh Tomiyasu, fit, ready to rumble, will be great for next season. I don't want to let this guy go, in my opinion. I would like to keep him on, but we need to work out the injury issues with this guy. We can't have him another season if he gets injured. So the way it is, I think next season is the be-all and end-all for Takahiro Tomiyasu. Because I believe that Takahiro Tomiyasu might be playing right back with Jurrien Timber playing right centre back. That's if we rotate with with maybe Gabriel beside Jurrien Timber. And if Kieran Tierney hangs out, we might have a little bit of rotation there. If you know what I mean. Apparently, Kieran Tierney is another player that Mikel Arteta does not want to sell. Apparently, he's got plans for this player. What are those plans? Off the bench or starting? I don't know. But I think Kieran Tierney is the kind of guy who does not want to waste any more time at Arsenal if he's not going to get minutes. And I think those minutes are key to rotation. We need to rotate our squad. We didn't do it last season. It cost us dearly. I hope Mikel Arteta has learned from his mistakes. I don't know. The Kai Havertz thing screams of a Fabio Vieira move. Just a little bit more expensive, if you know what I mean. But guys, tell me what you think. Do you rate this player? Do you guys rate Jurrien Timber? Tell me what you guys think. Because to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of happy with this signing. And if it comes in at £45 million, I don't think anyone could complain. I think he'd be a great addition to the squad. I think it'll give us a bit of options when it comes to rotation. And at least then, when we do have players that are gassed from Champions League and Premier League, we'll be able to take a player like William Saliba off and bring in a young and upcoming player like Jurrien Timber in to see if he can show us what he's got and maybe give Mikel Arteta a bit of a headache when it comes to squad selection. You never know. But right now, it's up to Edu, it's up to Arteta to get these deals over the line. Because me, an Arsenal fan, you guys Arsenal fans, right now, I know we're a little bit worried. We're a little bit worried about what we're seeing. Dragging our feet with Declan Rice, I don't think that was a good idea. And right now, Manchester City have thought, you know what? Since you guys are taking the time, we might knock on that door. Who knows? But this deal right now, I don't think I want to miss out on a player like this. That's just my opinion, guys. And look, if you're good, like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, we're on a little over 400. If we can get to 500 before the season starts, it'll be hectic. But you know what? From the Aussie Gooner, from Australia, from Arsenal, please, Jurrien Timber, come to Arsenal, please. It's Uru, guys. It's Uru.